My guys. Has anybody seen that? It's hilarious. I didn't have any plans for this live, but now that I've got a seed catalog sitting here, might go grab the other seed catalogs and we can look at these together. I ordered seed catalogs from seed companies that I've never ordered seed catalogs from before. So we'll see how this goes. Hey, Sissy, do you know where the other ones are at?
Not right off the top of my head, but I think I'll tell you one.
Can you grab them and bring them to Mama?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's look at, boy, I'm shaking the whole table. Let's look at this first one first. Seeds. How is everybody doing? You know, that's a general question, but those of you watching back, there's nobody on right now, so you can leave a comment and let me know how you are doing. I know a lot of people are getting prepped for garden season.
Because there's 2 more now.
This one's a new one. This one's, yeah, these are the new ones. Thank you, sweetie pie. So we got new seeds, or new seed, turtle tree seed, Johnny Select seeds, and I guess this is Roher seeds. So it's a pretty old company. It says 1919. I'm surprised I've never heard of them. Well, I grabbed the Roher seeds first so we can go through them. This is an absolutely beautiful catalog. The camera is not doing it justice, but it's beautiful. So let me see. It looks like they have a container collection. So vegetables and fruits that do good in containers. So it says down purple pod pole beans. Has anybody ever grown purple pod pole beans? Ruby Queen beets. Hi, Riley. My name is Kinsey. Hi, Baseball. Jelly. B&T. You have grown purple pod pole beans. Do they taste very good? Hi, Watson. How are you? I am looking through seed catalogs. I've got a few in. Now that people are popping on, I'll go ahead and show you all. We got quite a few in. For everybody that's hopping on, if you double tap that screen, please double tap that screen. I would appreciate it so much. It gives the video a like. We got quite a few people popping on. I ask everybody to keep the chat respectful, please. And if you want to help me reach my goal of becoming monetized this year, I would appreciate that as well. River Hill, no to what? I missed. Let me see. There's a lot of people popping on, so I just ask everybody please to keep the chat respectful. But anyways, I'm going through these seed catalogs. If you're new to this channel, you're new to our lives, we are a homesteading, farmsteading channel. I typically don't make people mods that I don't know. Now, if you stick around and I get to know you and you come on, you subscribe to the channel and, not being disrespectful, but can you do a daily Bible verse? You mean as in, like on lives, or do you mean as in short form or full video? I have no clue. I appreciate you giving me the like, though. it means a lot to a small channel. It means a lot to a girl like me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I do not have my Bible with me right now. And I wouldn't want to butcher any Bible verses. That is a really good idea. To be honest with you, I've never thought about doing Bible verses online, on live. I have not, but that is a good suggestion. Used to, when I first started out on my channel, I did a Bible verse at the end of all my videos, but I quit that. I don't know why. Yes, if you would like. I do not read anything out of the King James Version Bible, though. So if it's not King James Version, I probably won't read it. And that's just for personal and religious reasons. So I wouldn't want to misquote the Bible in any way, shape, or form. That's why I'm not reading one right now. Hey, Lakin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to ask you to do something else for me, but could you...
It's okay. What do you need?
Could you get me the Bible, please?
Daddy's or...
Oh, that's so sad. It says, can you do a shout out to Vicki Anderson Taylor? She passed away from small cell lung cancer, the most rapid spreading cancer in the world.
Hold on, Daddy's got a bunch of papers in it.
That's so unfortunate. I'm sorry. Are you talking about the little Bible?
Yeah.
The little black Bible? You can bring it with the papers in it. It should be fine.
No, it's just like 1,000 of them.
Oh.
I mean, I know.
I can pick a verse. Hi, how are you? Let me go to Psalms.
Yeah,
Well, I was at Psalms. I was trying to flip through the beginning here. Let me find a good one. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Somebody has asked me to find a Bible verse, so I'm looking to see if I can find a good one. Well, this is fitting with what you said, so let's start right here. This is Psalms 9, verse 9, or chapter 9, verse 1, and it says, I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So that's Psalms 9, verse 1, and I'll read it again. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. So that is Psalms 9, verse 1. Their verse was, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. I know that verse, so. Philippians, what you said, 4:13. 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And my husband, this is his little Bible, and he highlighted it, and he wrote, for me, all is possible. Just, you have that on a hoodie. Yes. Yes, I did know that. That's a good verse to share. Oh, you said always pray before you read out of the Bible. Just thought I'd let you know. Is that biblical to pray before you read out of the Bible? Just wondering. If so, I'd like to know where it says it. Not that I disagree with you. I mean, it is a good practice to pray before you read out of the Bible, but I'm not sure if that's exactly biblical. But I don't know everything, so if it is, please let me know where I can read it. We always can learn more. Okay, so all that aside, when I started this live, I was going to go through seed catalogs. This is a new seed company, and like I said, I ordered from a lot of new seed companies I hadn't heard of before this year. I did order Johnny Seeds. I feel like most people know Johnny Seeds. But I ordered from Turtle Tree Seed. It says biodynamic, open pollinated flower, vegetable, and herb seeds. I ordered from them because they looked like a good seed company to start with. They looked like a seed company that was maybe, trying to get started, or, just a small seed company. And I think that we should support small United States based companies. And so that is why I did order a seed catalog from them. I've looked through it kind of, but I haven't looked through it in depth. And I, like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and order the seed catalog because I want to support local businesses as much as possible, or United States businesses. I don't believe they're local. Let me see where they're out of. I think they're from up north. I'm not sure exactly. If I find it in here, I will let you know. What they have to offer, let's see. I'm just going to read the different varieties or the different types of seeds. It's okay. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm definitely 100% okay with it. You would actually be more surprised at the amount of people that stick around because of that. A lot of people will go, but some people will stick around. Some people will stick around to judge or to talk harshly, and other people will stick around to listen. So either way, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So looks like the vegetable varieties that they have are beans, beets, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, burdock. Has anybody ever grown burdock before? Cabbage, Chinese cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery, corn, cucumbers, eggplants, fennel, greens, and then it says specialty greens Asian, kale and collards, kohlrabi, leeks, lettuce, melons, okra, onions, scallions. My eyes are getting bad on me, and when I look at something for a long period of time, things are getting blurry. Scallions, parsley, parsnips, peas, peppers, pumpkins, radishes, spinach, squash, Swiss chard, tomatoes, tomatillos, and ground cherries, turnips, rutabaga, I don't know why I can't get that out, watermelons, herbs, flowers, farm grain, and cover crops. And it says usual crops, and then they have packet combinations, and then it's got other variety of things like t-shirts, calendars, books, seed supplies, things like that. So that is what they have in this one. I don't know if this one would have a thing like that or not. That would be, let me see, might be in the back. No, it does not. So let me see. Let's flip through here. This is the Johnny Seeds. You can pretty much get those pretty locally. We are in Kentucky. We live in Appalachia. We're Appalachian. And we live in Kentucky. So let's see. We'll flip through and see what we've got here. So this is artichokes and asparagus and cardoon. Has anybody ever heard of cardoon? You're from Alabama? Cool beans. Let me see. It's got bush bean varieties, Valva beans, soybean, pole beans. And then beets, it's got, sorry, somebody just commented on something on Facebook. It's got Boulder, Merlin, Red Ace, Boro, Avalanche. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Something Garden Mart, Touchstone Gold, Formavoa, whatever that is. And then broccoli. They've got cabbage, Chinese cabbage, Brussels sprouts, carrots, cauliflower, celery. Collards, corn, cucumber. They've got seedless and seeded. Slicing and specialty, eggplant, fennel. Has anybody ever grew fennel before? I don't watch sports. I don't watch football, sports, halftime shows, none of that business. Garlic, German extra hearty music. That's interesting. There is a garlic called music. German red, chestnut red. And then they have microgreens, shoots, and sprouts. Has anybody ever heard of the music garlic? Greens. They have mixed greens, pak choy, bok choy, baby leaves, arugula, kale, kohlrabi. We tried to grow kohlrabi in the fall. You have music garlic? Is it good? Thank you for subscribing. Is it good? I've never heard of it. I don't grow enough garlic. I want to this year grow more garlic. Actually, if I'm being completely honest, I have planted garlic and I don't believe it's ever came up. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think... Have I grown garlic before? Yeah, we grew garlic last year. It did kind of well. We just didn't grow enough of it. So I want to grow more garlic. Thank you, Mike, for that. I will go ahead and pin that. Appreciate it, bud. Let me see. And thank you for subscribing. I would say your name, but I don't know how to say it. You have to plant before frost in October and November. I don't know when we planted it last year. To be honest with you, I thought we planted it in the spring and then just pulled it up in the fall. Can you do that? Can you plant it in the spring and then pull it up in the fall? Because I'm pretty sure that's what we did. My father-in-law, I think, is who planted it, actually. I'm just not... Did you all get snow today? We got snow. You said harvest around June and cut the scraps so bulbs get bigger. You can do... Okay. So this year, I will need to plant in fall. And then... you said cut in June, harvest in June, and cut scraps. So both. A question. Hello, Miss Karen. I'm so glad you're here. You feel like, you know what you feel like to me? You honestly feel like... You're going to laugh when I say it because we don't even know each other. But when I see you, because I know you're a Kentucky girl. So when I see you, I feel like we were best friends in our past life. Like we grew up together, went to school together. And then we don't hardly see each other. But when we do see each other, when we do talk to each other, like it's been forever, you know, like it's like there's never been any time passed. Is that weird? Is that so weird? But it's probably weird, but that's what it feels like. It really does. It really does. I got some new seed catalogs. Do y'all want to see? I got Johnny's Rower. I guess that's how you say that. Seeds. I'm glad you think I'm funny. New seeds and turtle tree seeds is what I got, or turtle tree seed. Seed is what I got. I've been flapping. Lakin told me today. Oh, she watches a young man, on YouTube. His name is, what is his name? Kendall Gray?
Yeah.
She watches Kendall Gray, and he's funny. He's hilarious. He's also from Kentucky. And she watches him, and she told me today, he said something that she thought was funny, and she said, Mommy, she said, you're just the girl version of Kendall Gray. I said, well, honey, I'll take that compliment. I will take it, because I think he's funny, too. You watch Kendall?
Who does? 'Cause
Mike?
they're my best friend now.
She said you're her best friend now.
Yeah, well, he has like 5. You'll find secrets if you go to his vlogging channel, because he'll tell you stuff it's not on his actual channel. So I watch that too. I watch about every channel, but I find one channel every once in a while, and I never can. I screenshot the profile, that way I remember it or I forget. And I keep forgetting to do that.
She loves Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
She thinks she has a crush on Kendall Gray.
Stop it! What if he gets on this live? Oh God!
She has a big crush on Kendall Gray. I told my husband, because my husband, you know how dads are. I told my husband, I was like, there could be worse boys that she has a crush on. Although he's older, you know how kids are.
4.
He said he said, heck, so do I. He's got a crush on him too, honey. Yeah, I told my husband, I was like, there could be worse people that she could have a crush on. Like every little girl has like, the boy band crush or just whatever. So it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be.
I feel like we've raised her right. If the one person in the entire world she has a crush on is a redneck from Kentucky, he hunts, he fishes, he raises animals, he knows how to, do fish, skin a deer, eat food, real food. So there could be worse. There could be worse people that she could have a crush on. She said, now, Mama, I've got 4 girls. Well, she can't help herself.
Yeah.
And
I've made up a song too.
You made up a
Oh,
song?
where I say kicking with KG, kicking with Kendall, kicking with KG. Because he has 2 podcast channels.
Her daddy is not a fan. And I told my husband, I was like, you know what? She's little. So if she's just getting into that like preteen kind of mentality about her, you know how it is. And so I just feel like it could be worse.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm telling myself. And that's what I'm telling my husband too. But he's not
amused.
He's not amused, you're right. He is not. He is not. Can you get me the can of that?
Yeah.
She's just getting started. No, don't tell me that. I hope that he stays her crush forever. Until she meets the person she's going to marry.
Yeah,
There will be no more, Karen. Do not speak of such things.
talk her head off. Well, I said if I married him, he would have to be 30 before I could be old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not going to happen.
What'd she say?
She's just laughing at us. But anyway, so.
If I had you would rather me have a crush on some farmer like we are than some random toot head.
Toot head?
Yeah.
Rude.
Well.
Mike, you are on my hair. I don't know about these quail. Am I equipped? Am I equipped to have a quail? I've been treating them like chickens and it's not working. I'm getting disappointed. And I'm not a quitter. But also, I mean, I could eat them. You know? I could just eat them. Is it quitting if you just eat them? You know?
Yeah. Oh, I've noticed something. If y'all have watched here, let me get over here. If y'all have watched a couple lives, y'all know I have Silkies. And her schedule is she lays every other day. So today she didn't lay. She'll probably lay tomorrow. I love that.
They went from laying every day, though. They were laying every single day. And then it got cold. We had the cold spell. Girl, if you don't get off my hair. We had the cold
I
spell.
keep putting my hand
I
on
know.
the chair.
You're ripping my hair out.
I'll just sit.
And they were laying, and so, what am I trying to say? They were laying, and then we had the cold spell, and then since then, they have not wanted to lay. And it is, I'm getting like 5 eggs a day now from the chickens, so they're starting to pick up laying. Will you get a coaster? You're putting that right on the table.
Which one? We got 3 or 4.
I don't know, just grab a couple.
Let me grab 2 or 3.
They were laying. No, we can't get. No cats and no dogs can get in the area besides the livestock guardian dogs, and they're used to them. So I don't think the dogs are bothering them. I don't have any rats or mice, rats or mice right now.
Rice or mice.
Yeah, we got snow today. We probably got
100,000 million feet.
2 to 2.5 inches of snow, maybe. Get.
Can you see my hearts? Yeah. There we go.
So I don't know. You got rain. Yeah, they said on the news that the strip was gonna run through us. You know, it was gonna run through us, and then everybody else was gonna get rain. You got 7 eggs today. Woot woot! Cool beans. Lake and Silky Hen has started laying, so she's giving us an extra egg. I don't think I have any rats or mice though. We did have the light on for a while. I just really don't know what it is. Let me see. No, I don't have a chicken with her. Or with them. I don't know what the only thing I can think is I put them on that 14% protein. And the game bird feed. And after about a week of them being on the game bird feed, they quit laying. And then now I will tell you this though, they are on, I thought that it was too low as well. I thought it was too low, but I went ahead and fed the bag anyways. So that's my mistake. And so I took them off of that when the bag was empty or when it was done, and then I put them on the layer pellet, and then you told me not to do the corn. So tomorrow I'm not going to do corn. I put them on the layer pellet, and I've just been crushing it with a grinder. And I think it's 18%. The layer pellet is, and they've been on it for 2 weeks, so I'm hoping that it'll pick up. But they are in our rabbitry, and the rabbit, and on that side they are on the darker side. I mean, it still gets plenty of light, but they are on the darker side. And so I thought maybe I will move them to the sun. That's what I told my husband. The only other thing that I can think is that I just need to put them out in the sun more. That's it. That's all. How many chickens do I have? Well, we lost 8 to my husband's dog. So I have 10 laying hens now. Hold on, 10. I've got 17 big stock chickens and then 3 Bainum. Well, if we're not including Andy's chickens, if we're just including mine, which are the big stocks and the Bainum Silky crosses, I have 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 20 chickens right now. I'll try to give them till March. Let me see. You should honestly leave it 16 is fine. Also, I always give them chick feed 20% until around 10. See, I was giving them chick starter feed for a long time. Like, they were getting chick starter feed for way longer than probably what they should have. And they started laying on chick starter. Yeah, I screwed them up. Now, I did tell my husband, I think, too, and let me know what you think about this, too. I really think that we hatched them off at the wrong time. I think that, I think we hatched them off in October, and I really think it was a bad time of year. Which here's the thing, is we didn't even plan on getting quail. We didn't plan on buying quail. We didn't plan on getting eggs. We didn't plan on hatching them all out. But they just kind of fell in our lap. A friend of ours just gave us quail eggs. And she gave us quite a few. And so I hatched them off, just when I had them. And I think that it was just a bad time. I feel like it was the worst time. I wouldn't recommend hatching them off in the fall is my thought process, because you hatch them off in the fall, and then when they get to laying age, it's still too cold, and so because of the weather they're not laying, and then with their short lifespan, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just didn't know, like I'm ignorant to quail. I'm just ignorant to quail. So I think that that's where the mistake began. You said I hatched from March to July. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just my mistake, I don't think it would be that big of a deal if you had already had like an established flock to hatch off in October, because then once they came to age, you could just eat them. But what my issue is I need brooder stock so that I can have more eggs, so that I can hatch off those eggs and eat those chicks. You know what I mean? And so I hatched them off at the wrong time. But ignorance is bliss, right? Until it's not, So that's our problem. I'm gonna have to put this hair up.
Oh, I got a joke.
You got a joke? What's your joke?
Why'd the chicken cross the road? I'm gonna let y'all give a guess. Why'd the chicken cross the road?
She said, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" Oh man, that is iconic right there. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
Phew. Okay, well, wow. Ain't no going back, guys. She said, "Why'd the chicken cross the road?" Anybody got any guesses? It'll probably take a while for everybody to guess. You want to just tell them?
To get to the other side.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be better than that.
I sent smiley faces.
Is that you?
No, because I don't.
To get to the other side. You don't have no better joke than that?
Well,
Ark said to go to KFC.
Okay, let's see. Here's another. Why do cows have bells?
Why do cows wear bells?
Why does cows wear bells? Now, this time I'm going to let y'all.
I've done told them that joke. The chicken crossed the road to forget why once it got there. Absolutely. Have you all heard the
Oh, somebody sent some.
Ark said because the horns don't work. I done told that joke. What's the, have y'all heard the new joke? Or I don't know if it's new, but it's been on my Facebook for a little bit. That, why do people of Greece hate Dawn dish soap? Because it's tough on grease. You get it?
Nope.
That went over your head?
Mm-hmm.
Mike said, why don't cows wear shoes? Can you think?
Because they have hooves.
Because they have hooves?
Mm.
Why don't they wear shoes, Mike?
You're going to have to know. Because they have hooves?
Because they lack toes. You didn't think it was that funny. I don't think she got it.
Yeah, I did. 'Cause they don't have hardly. They have two. Oh gosh.
Oh, I smashed your hand. I'm
You
sorry.
didn't smash my hand. You smashed my thumb.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Do you get it? Because they lack toes.
Toes. Yeah.
Okay, she got it.
Why does
He says, how do you know we are good farmers?
I'm just gonna say something? Cause you farm a lot.
I don't think that's it. All right. We are outstanding in our field. I love it.
Okay, I have one. Why does a tomato grow?
Okay, why does the tomato grow? What's the answer?
I don't know. I do know.
Oh.
Because they gotta get eaten. Get it? Because we eat tomatoes.
Oh my gosh.
You get a joke.
I can't think of any.
Oh, why do you...
I've never been able to think of jokes on the spot.
Okay. Why do you eat bread? Oh no, why is bread in bags? Why is bread in bags?
I don't know. Why is bread in bags?
That way it don't run away. Because if it's
Oh my
if it's
gosh.
in a bag, it can't run away.
You're so goofy. They said, Puppy Dog Al said, daughter, go to bed. School's tomorrow. And then they said, your daughter's so southern. She takes advantage of that because she's homeschooled. Don't you?
Yeah.
She's also sick. You can't tell by the way she's acting right now, but she's been running a fever all day. I believe she's got a sinus infection. Oh my gosh. You could eat corn through a fence.
Okay, here, I have another one.
What? How's that go? You could
You can eat corn through a head of a
corn
hunter.
cob fence.
Okay, I have another joke.
I can't remember what it is.
Why do you eat?
Like
No, I just need...
what?
Why do you eat? Why do you eat?
Okay, go ahead and give him the answer.
Because you don't want to wither away.
You're just stating facts, child.
Gotta have facts.
Flu is going around. I don't think it's flu. I think she caught a sinus infection from her mama. Her mama just went to the doctor. And she tested negative for flu and COVID and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Homeschoolers have groups or homeschool co-ops. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a few co-ops around here. She goes to something on Thursdays at the local library for homeschool. But yeah, I think it's a sinus infection is what I'm thinking. But she's hola.
Hola.
Hello, Carlos.
When somebody gets on my nerves, you know what I do? I just start... No,
In your head?
out loud.
Oh. Well, I must not get on your nerves because you've never done that to me.
Yeah, I have.
I don't remember.
I've walked off and done it. Or I'll just
Yeah, she's walked off and done it behind my back.
Or like...
Why is it so unsafe in America to even send a kid to school? I have no clue. We had decided early on that she was going to be homeschooled. Actually, I didn't work up until she was 2 years old. But I had real bad postpartum depression. I mean, horrible. And so I had to find a way to get out of the house. And while I was pregnant with her, I worked at a particular daycare.
Oh my God.
And so I went back to the daycare, and I put her in daycare with me, but I wasn't her teacher. And she cried every single day. And it was awful. And so she never got used to it. We were there for almost a year when it just got. So, well, what happened is I had to take her to class every day. And then one day my husband had to take her to class because she had a doctor's appointment. And he texted me. Well, actually, he came to my classroom and he said, "We've got to get her out of this place. We're not doing this anymore. She's not doing this anymore." Because she cried when he dropped her off. And I said, "I've been going through this every single day." And so we decided then that she would be homeschooled, that we would keep her with us. And that's what happened. So I stayed home. I've been home with her forever. Mike said it's not puppy dog. The school systems are just not teaching people for success. It teaches people how to follow orders and to be workers, adding to the never-ending cycle of poorness. I agree with that as well. I do agree that they're unsafe as well, because the school that I don't know how your public school was, but our public school was full of drugs. We live in a small town, a small rural town, and the only thing there is to do around here for some people is drugs. And so we had a lot of issues with drug dealing going on in school, students bringing drugs to school. It happened a lot. And so that's not an environment I want my child to grow up in. And to me, that's unsafe. There was, I wouldn't necessarily worry about, school pew in this area. Not to say it wouldn't happen, but I more worry about just the things that she would be exposed to. Less about, things happening. Although I'll go completely back on my word, because here recently at the middle school, my mom works at our public school. She works at our middle school, and a child did bring and he threatened to multiple students at lunch. So it did happen in our rural town, and in middle school, no less. So actually, I take back what I said, worrying about that. I was actually at that point worried for my mother and her safety. And so definitely concerns me, and definitely happens wherever you're at. Maybe not, I may not be necessarily worried about somebody coming in outside of the community, but definitely other children do it all the time. And so, yeah, but that's not why we chose not to send her to school. Mostly just what she would be exposed to. And, also that was my fear behind it, but I don't really, I didn't do it for fear reasons. I did it because we wanted to spend more time together as a family, because I wanted to teach her the things that I wanted her to know, because I wanted her to grow up in the lifestyle that we are in. I wanted her to have a slow, simple lifestyle. I wanted her to be raised on the farm. I wanted her to be able to enjoy the things that she likes and the things that she is interested in. I wanted her to have a relationship with us. I wanted her to be exposed to the things that we want her to be exposed to. And I know that she's not going to be like raised in a bubble, and we don't raise her in a bubble. But at this age, she doesn't need to be exposed to the things that I was exposed to when I was her age. Absolutely not. There's things that I knew at her age that I wish I wouldn't have. There's things that I knew at her age that stole my absolute innocence. And I want to do my best to protect her from that until it's appropriate, There's appropriate times to learn things. And I also feel like I feel like because I have her with me, we have an open communication. She can express how she feels. She can ask me questions comfortably. She can express how she feels comfortably. She can express her concerns, any questions that she may have, and I don't lie to her. I don't withhold information from her. I just tell her the way that I would have liked to have been explained to me, not have some little mean bully kid explaining her, the facts of life in a way that is scarring and takes innocence away. That's kind of my reasoning behind it. So everybody's reasoning is different. I'm going to go back up here and see. Let me see. I agree too, but it's okay if a kid cries. That's part of it. As well, schooled here was horrible. I believe you're the mom. Do what's best for your child. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't look down upon it. I think, too, a lot of people, when they see a homeschooler, they think that other people look down on them for sending their child to public school. I don't. I absolutely don't. I feel like everybody could do it if they tried really, really hard. But some people can't, some people don't want to, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Raise your kid the way you want to raise your kid. Do you? And that's how I feel about it. There is a small town next to my town where a student at one of the schools would bring drugs to the school. It's a high school. Yeah. I didn't realize how bad public schools had gotten until my mom became a teacher at a middle school. To the stuff that she has told me that these children have said in middle school. This is, in our middle school, is 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. These children are babies, Or not, no, it's not 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'm sorry. These children are babies. Hi, Alex. They're babies. And the things that have been said, the things that they have been exposed to, the things that they have done, the things that they've been caught doing, would blow your ever-loving mind. It would scare you. And so having my mother in public school and having that connection, and her seeing and telling me some of the things that she has witnessed, some of the things that she has seen. Like I said, she had a student, bring to school, and threaten to other children. That's crazy. And also, public school is not, it's more refereeing, it's more breaking up fights, it's more figuring out who's bringing the drugs to school, it's more, who's doing this, and who's dating that girl, and who's dating that girl, and I want to date that boy, and this girl has that. And, my high school year, looking back at my high school year, I was more worried about what other girls was doing such and such and talking to my boyfriend, or what boyfriend I wanted, or, who was going out with who. I was more worried about that than learning anything. I can't even remember what was going on in high school because I was too worried about other things. And so my child will actually probably learn something, She'll actually probably become educated instead of worrying about that one and this one and what they were doing and all the drama. Because honestly, I can't think back of one. I can't think back of one thing I learned in high school. I don't remember learning anything, guys. But I could tell you what boys I liked, I could look back and tell you what girls I didn't like. because they liked the boy I liked, you know, which is dumb. Shouldn't even be worried about that stuff. Shouldn't even be worrying about that stuff. You know, you got your whole life. And so, if anything, I'm just taking my child out of that headache, you know, out of that. So, let me see. A lot of public schools are having financial problems recently because they're cutting workers that they need. Unfortunately, they're not really cutting workers in our area. They don't have enough workers in our area. Nobody wants to do it here. Let me see, somebody said it's cool as a hellhole. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Exactly same. Karen, I knew. We would have been friends in school. What did the student bring to school? I missed. I had to leave for a second. It brought something that looks like that. I can't say it on here. Don't comment it either, because you'll get me shut down. What did the student, let's see, seriously, this was the point. What was the point of learning algebra? I have no clue. I don't remember it. Yes, at my mother's school. At her middle school. At her school where there's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Yes, thank you, Mike. For the water. What word can you even use? There's not even a word you can use. It was over a girl. It was over a girl is why they brought it. And that's why they brought it. Just like I was saying, because he wanted her, she wanted him in middle school. I think it was a 7th grader. Yeah. It's awful. Horrible. And so, if anything, that is a reason to homeschool your child. Just so they don't have to deal with the drama. And there's multiple, like, a lot of people, too, like, worry about, everybody always wants to bring up, like, socialization, things like that. When we started talking about homeschool, Mike said that there's all kinds of co-ops and things like that. That's not even an issue now. Maybe back in the olden days, people would homeschool their kids and just, like, keep them in huts and lock them away from the rest of the world. But there are so many different ways to, like, for your children to meet other children, you know. On top of that, Lakin has a pen pal that she writes. And they send letters back and forth. She goes to the public library once a week. There's other things that people do. I'm friends with multiple other homeschoolers. They get together. We get together. We have group things that we do. We go to other people's homesteads, other people's farms. They come to our homestead, our farm, and we just hang out. Yeah, school pushes politics as well. They absolutely do. I know. I know what you mean, Alex. Yeah. I know what you mean. And that's a good point, too. I mean, Alex is making a good point. I feel like, too, if you're wanting your child to learn more of the practical things, like if you want your child to learn trigonometry, by all means, teach your child some trig, you know? If you want them to learn, I don't know, XYZ and whatever, the root of whatever, blah, 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 you know? Teach them that. If you want them to, you know, if that's what they want to go into, absolutely support that. But if you want to be like us, what we plan to do is doing practical learning. I don't see no point in, you know, unless she goes into a career where she has to learn trigonometry, which we're going to go with, you know, what she wants to do. But We're going to support her in what she wants to do, but unless she needs to go into something that I don't even know what you would use Trig for, but whatever, if that's what she wants to learn, by all means, I will try to watch every YouTube video I can to try, to learn with her, to teach her. If she wants to go into a science career, by all means, I will try to learn all of the elements on the table. But, I just, I think that we're more practical people, and I'm going to learn her the things that she's going to need every day in life, like how to do her taxes, how to pay bills, how to sew, animal husbandry, how to birth a calf, how to pull a baby goat out if need be, how to assist in birth, how to take care of animals, how to figure out the amount of protein that's in feed, how to properly care for animals, how to, that's mainly what she wants to go into. She wants to do something with animals right now. And so that's what we focus on. We focus on stuff like that. Obviously she does reading, writing, arithmetic, science, social studies, history, health, we learn about different countries and languages within different countries and things like that. We learn things like that, but I'm going to teach her how to cook from the farm. Yeah, I'm going to learn, she's going to learn how to do laundry. She's going to learn how to cook. She's going to learn how to wash dishes properly. She's going to learn how to clean this house properly, how to keep stuff, how to maintain stuff, how to change the oil in a vehicle, how to change a tire, how to drive a tractor. She already knows how to do that. But, things like that. Those are the practical things. Those are the things that she's most likely going to use every day. Do we buy tropical fruit? Does oranges count as tropical fruit? And bananas? We do buy oranges and bananas. Just picked up my oil today. Thursday will be 45, hopefully. Yeah, she... If I can't grow it, it's tropical. Amen. Say it louder for those in the back. Preach on, brother. I'm gonna use that from here on out. If I can't grow it, it's tropical. That's so funny. Karen said preach. Yeah. That's hilarious. I love that so much. I am stealing that. If I can't grow it, it's tropical. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, we can't grow oranges here.
No.
The only fruit trees I believe that grow here are apples and pears. We can't grow.
I was about to say, does peaches grow here?
I don't think we grow peaches here. I don't think they do well here. They do in Georgia. They grow Georgia peaches. But we order peaches every year. We order peaches from, there's a peach, organic peach truck that comes through from Florida or Georgia one, and they bring boxes up and we order peaches. They're so good too. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They do good here? I didn't know that, Karen. Learn something new every day. That's it right there. That's what I've learned new today. I used to help a farmer on his farm, and he let me drive his old school tractor. Honestly, some of the best days of my life. She learned how to drive a tractor, what, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
at the age of 8. I think, I don't know, tropical for you. Yeah. Karen, do you all get pawpaws? Pawpaws grow in, closer in the mountain of Appalachia. So like Harlan and about 2 hours away from here they grow. I've never seen a pawpaw tree here though. Not where I'm at. See, Karen don't get pawpaws either. Are you south of us, Karen? What part of Kentucky are you in? Congrats to your daughter. Yeah, she... Tractors are not for 8-year-olds to drive. She is excellent at it. You'll have to watch the video. She does fantastic. She is a responsible child. She drives tractors and 4-wheelers. I would honestly, she's 10 years old now, and if I needed her to move the car in the driveway, if she could reach the gas pedal and see out the window, I would let her drive in the driveway on the farm. She could do it. I know she could. She just can't see yet. You're closer to Tennessee. Okay. Well, then you all should have pawpaws. I would think you'd have pawpaws. He has 4 varieties. I didn't even know there was that many varieties of pawpaws. She's not allowed to drive that. She is not driven with a trailer yet. No, she's not. You don't know what a pawpaw is? Okay, well, y'all might not have them then. I thought you all would have them there. It's the most tropical thing we can grow. Have you all watched the Appalachian Forager? She is in like the Harlan area, and she gets pawpaws. It's like a mango banana. I've never had a pawpaw.
Where's a pawpaw?
It's a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a fruit? I think it's like a fruit. It comes off a tree.
Mm.
Puppy Dog Al is worried about you driving a tractor. Are you worried about driving a tractor?
No.
No.
Well, my mama passed away. She had a very, very long driveway, and Papa would hit the gas pedal, and there was like a pond, and I'd drive through the next to the pond.
Yeah, she's
About-
perfectly safe
About
on
6
a
years
tractor. She knows. If you had seen her drive a tractor, you would think that she has been driving it her entire life.
Yeah.
You would think that she has.
I know
She
how
can
to-
park it, back it up. It's got a lift on it. She can drive a tractor just
I
fine.
can drive a tractor, a mower, a 4-wheeler, a vehicle.
She can drive a 0-turn mower.
You don't even know how to drive.
I don't even know how to drive a 0-turn.
Well, my papa, when he would mow the yard, I would get on the thing with him, and it's like one of the ones that you push, and I would just push it.
This child has the confidence of she's never drove a mower with the thing on though.
No.
She's just, if it's gotten stuck or something like that. There was one time it got stuck and her daddy had her drive it while he pushed it from behind. But she's never driven a mower while the thing was on.
No, I just drove it with it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tractor, we have it backed into the garage, and I can back it right out.
Yeah, she can back up. You would be surprised. Actually, my husband has more confidence probably in her driving skills
Than yours.
than mine.
Yeah.
I am not confident in new skills. But she has my husband's confidence, which means that she feels like she can do absolutely anything. And because she has that confidence, She can pretty much do absolutely anything.
I mean, I got the confidence that somebody's going 30 miles down the road. I could stand up in the back of the vehicle and be perfectly. Now
Jacqueline is your passenger princess. I am a passenger princess.
she would not do that. She is afraid of heights, so you would not stand up in the back of the vehicle.
No, you don't stand up in the back of the vehicle either, ever. You don't let her drive? I don't like driving, so...
You're afraid to drive.
I don't like driving, so I'm perfectly okay with anybody besides me doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm not, like I said, she is so confident with anything.
Yeah.
She meets anything that she meets in this lifetime, she meets with confidence. And I am not the same.
Yeah,
you know?
well, we go coon hunting, and when we go coon hunting, I mean, I gotta be confident because the Lord knows what's out there.
She is just like she's saying, she's confident. She's got, she is just
I'm also, they say I'm like as strong as a nail or something.
tough as a nail.
Yeah.
She is. She's
Well,
she's always been tough.
When we go coon hunting in the summer, there's bushes out there with needles that big and them rose bushes. It took confidence to walk through that.
You don't let her, Lucy. Driving with a trailer takes confidence. Yeah. I've never driven with a trailer.
Well,
Probably never gonna catch me doing it unless I absolutely have to.
I have drove with the trailer on the 4-wheeler.
Yeah, we have drove with trailers on the 4-wheeler, but not
like
on a car or a truck.
Tractor.
The only time that I've driven, I think, with a vehicle with a trailer on it was in a field. With hay.
Yeah.
And you're driving straight lines, you're going to the end and you're turning and you're just going around and round and round. That's about the only time.
And you're afraid to do that. Oh.
A girl I went to school with actually unalived herself. She was standing up in a vehicle while I was driving and fell out and they ran over her. She was younger than me. But she passed away. It was so sad. Yeah, don't ever stand up in a vehicle. Absolutely not. Trying driving a 16-foot trailer on a Chevy 1500 with no power steering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, what time is it? You need to be getting to bed. Yeah. Go get your bed ready, okay? I know. Go get your bed ready. Go on. Look at her. Oh, you're getting ready to run into the pantry. She's about to blah, blah, blah you. Yeah. It's so funny that she told me she did that, and I was like, you've never done that to me. And then she told me she does it behind my back. Did you hear her? She's blind. Oh, gosh. Y'all pray for me for these teen years.
Girl.
I might not make it through. Preteen is getting rough. She's not even really there yet. And I'm already...
Go ahead and say I'm there. I'm close.
Close, but not quite. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to get her situated and get her to bed. What is it? Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We've had a wonderful live. So thank you all so much for that. And I appreciate the support. We have hit over 2,000 subscribers now. And I am proud of you all for that. I did that because of you guys. So go give her a hug. She gets plenty. She'll get plenty before she goes to bed. Every single night, she gives her daddy a hug and tells him goodnight, and then I tuck her in. And we do that every single night. She wouldn't even be able to go to sleep without it. She gets all kinds of hugs all the time, all day long. All kinds. She's She's not actually a hugger, but she doesn't like hugging other people. But she's right on me all day long. Some animals like hugs. Our dog doesn't. Our house dog, he hates to be held. It's like one of the worst things for him. He hates to be held, hates to be hugged. He's fine with being right next to you and touching you, but he doesn't like to be held, hugged, or picked up. None of the above. Rabbits are also an animal that doesn't really like being hugged. The only rabbit that would let you hug her is Beth. She probably wouldn't be a fan of it. So, chickens do okay with a hug. But anyways, I digress. Really? Our Beth is the only one that really likes being touched much. I mean, of course, I touch my animals all the time, but Beth will stick her head out and let you rub her right here. She doesn't like you touching her waddle at all on her neck. Once you get there, she's done. And then Boise likes being scratched behind her ears. She'll stand for a long time to have behind her ears scratched. But not very many of my animals like being hugged. The chickens like being hugged. Our livestock guardian dogs like being hugged. I guess any other of our dogs besides our house dog likes being hugged. I'm digressing again. I need to get off here. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for the live. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully, we will see you on the next one, guys. Peace out. Bye. See you later. Good night. Good night. Good night, Mike.